Guten Abend. Ich bin Gott. Wie komme ich am besten zum Slaughterhouse? Well, Slaughter, a German band. Nah, they'll have been an American band. Slaughter. Yeah, it's just an English word, isn't it? But they sound German. That's Slaughter. Slaughter. How is everybody? It is 10 to 8 p.m. in the United Kingdom. I'm going back to work again. I just work all the time, mate. It's alright, laugh. Just working all the time. Working. Shops can open on Monday. That's good. That's good. If you've run out of handcuffs, you can go collect them. If you've run out of... Hello, Mark Van Jones, dude. How you doing? Stacey Morgan in the house. The Fun Jones and the Morganster, both at the same time. They have arrived. Look out away. Look out. Don't slow down, you silly bitch. Fucking hell. I would love a banana. Let's all go round the bend. Have a banana. Potassium, yeah? Forget, don't you, how good bananas are for you? Listen well. Hello. Listen well. I command thee. If anybody thinks they're going to learn anything today in my stream, it's not the case. Very rarely do you learn anything. Just me talking shit. Hello, good people. Thank you for slowing down. Yeah, very rarely do you learn stuff. Usually just nonsense in it. Talking shit about nonsense and shit. You know, Google can like hear every single thing that you say, and it's listening to you, and it's taking notes on the words that you use. And if you use bad language, it's downgrading you and stuff. Well good. It's well good. Are we looking at the end? Hang on. Are we looking at the knobhead hard button today? Hang on. Wait a minute. I've got a fly on the inside of my car. Do you want to use the knobhead button? I'm not going to use it on this road because I'll die. Eddie in the house. These people here are walking alongside the road. When you come to countryside, he's dyed his hair silly colours for a wanker. When you come to Yorkshire, right, if you have to walk towards the traffic on the nearest side of the road, then they can see you, and you can see if they're going to run you over. That's the countryside rules. Nerdy rodent, have a banana. No dying allowed, God. I know. I'm going to try not to. I don't particularly like dying, although I have the power to resurrect myself and my child. I've done it before, and I promised people that Jesus had come back to earth one day, and guess what? I was fucking lying. So there. Don't hold your horses for that. It's not happening. Think he's coming back? Is he fuck? Had a little word with him and he said, bollocks to that, dad, that's shite. Not going there again. It's shit. It's full of dickheads. I'm dying. Don't die for some fish and chips. Fish and chips. I'll take you to a big fish and chip shop so you can have a look. Do you know why? Because I fucking love you, that's why. So I'm going to take it. That brown on them vans is horrible, but it looks very good on pickups. You can see it right down there. It's that big blue building. I'm only going to take you to fish and chip shop because we've got time to kill, and people like fish and chips. Getting to go over Swingy Bridge now. This is a treat. For those who don't know, this is the Leeds to Liverpool shipping canal. Not as big as the Manchester shipping canal. Here's a swingy bridge. Swingy bridge. Swingy bridge. You just push them open and then barges can drive through. Barges are boats in England. I'm making, hang on, slow down so I don't crash into out. I'm making tea in the microwave. Do you mean like food tea or drinking tea? Because that makes a difference. Starkey Talks. Good afternoon, Starkey Talks. Our damn governor has all the restaurants closed still. Fecking twat. Well, we're opening shops on Monday. How good's that? You know what we do need, don't you? Pubs. That's what we need. But if there's restrictions when they open pubs, I'm not going in them. I saw a pub landlady today, and I saw her 3 months ago, and she looked normal. And then I seen her today. She's obviously been on lockdown for 3 months, and fuck me, she's fat. She has got fat in 3 months. She is drinking and eating herself to death. So yeah, now she's gonna have to get back into working hard mode again when pubs open. I don't know if she'll survive. Anyway, you go through this petrol station here, right? Go through it like this, and then when you come out the other end of it, look in front of us. There's big fish and chip shop in front of us. You can take away or eat in. The Trawlerman fish and chips. So that's free advertising for them. They didn't have to super chat me out. Anyway, it's all shut down. There's 12 chairs up on table. That's a fish, is that picture? It looks like it could talk, but it probably won't be able to. It's just a fish. It's just a picture of a fish. I gained almost 20 pounds, fat bastard. I know, mate. It's fucking well hard not to put on. Get out, fly, knobhead. It's well hard not to put on weight in lockdown. 540 style Al. Hello. What up, God? Guess you had the right idea all the time with the mask. I know, dude. I'm jonesing bad now, bastard. What does that mean? Yeah, it's difficult. It was difficult at first. The first 3 weeks of lockdown, when there was seriously fuck all going on, you know, like we were just locked down and we couldn't go out of the house and stuff. That were hard. I just drank myself to sleep every day. It was like, I'm saying to Mary, she's like, she wants to go to bed and watching a movie. She's like, okay. I'm going to bring a bottle of gin up with some tonics and stuff. She's like, okay. Just drank it, so we're pissed. Rita! She survived. It's good to show, and there is a survivor. Music Collector, how are you doing? Yandere Shiki, how are you doing? Good to see you all. We all survived. My throat's fucking getting on my tits though now. Sorry, I'm trying to stop swearing, but I'm rubbish at stopping swearing. Don't let's start. Hello, the beautiful people. Anyway, I said I'd put a bit of knobhead button on, so here we go. Are you ready? A little bit of knobhead button for you. Only a little bit, mind. I'm not going mental. Here we go. There you go. That's a bit of knobhead button, and that was a bit too much. Now let's have a look down and see what speed we achieved there. 78 miles an hour. It's too ridiculous. Hell on Earth. How are you doing, Hell on Earth? Good to see you. Mental chaos. We're going to look back on coronavirus and we're going to think, nobody died. Do you know, comparison to everything else? Nobody died. Why did they stop cancer treatment for people who had cancer when only a few 100,000 people died? Who were probably going to die anyway. I know I sound like an unsympathetic bastard, but I'm not. I'm just weighing up the scores, you know what I mean? Well, I'm weighing up the scores, like coronavirus virus 300, seasonal flu 600,000. I'm just weighing it up. 2020 has been crazy. I know. Don't go out of the house. Or except if you want to riot. You know, if you want to riot, go out of the house if you want. Hi Rita. So you're here. Yeah. I almost died. I did. It was scary. I think because you're so good looking you survived, I reckon. You know, you said something, Rita, a couple of weeks ago, in the middle of this when you were poorly, about the brain like overacting and can't stop thinking and like you're going mad. That's like oh, careful now. I went on some tablets that made me do that for about a week when I broke my leg, and that's what that was like. It was like I'm shutting my eyes and all I can think about is the same thing over and over and over again. Kill me, I've had enough. Meeps, how are you doing? Hysteria when you're near. I was driving at 100 miles an hour but I had to slow for a corner. This car does 148 miles an hour, so I'm told. I'm not going to ever do 148 miles an hour because I think it might disintegrate, but that's too much for a car. It's the speed that it gets to, like 60 mile an hour. That's mental. Cars don't need to go that fast. I think if you're 17 and you've just passed your test, then your car should be restricted to 40 miles an hour. And then after 6 months, if you've done really well, you can have 50. And then after that, if you've done another 6 months where you've done good, have another 50 miles an hour. Hello, adventures. How are you doing? Good to see you. People should like just exploring Ginger Dude. How you doing, mate? I think people should have to earn it, and I think it should go on until you're like, you know, like 60-year-old. You get to 60-year-old, if you act like a dickhead for 10 months, they should take 5 miles an hour off you. They go, right, hang on, you can only do 65 now because you've been acting like a prick. And if you do it again, they'll send you another letter saying, right, we're going to restrict your car now. It's 55 miles an hour for the next 6 months. You've been acting like a spaz. I got £250 fine and 18 months ban. Shit. That's shit. I've never had a ban, but I have done, you know, the course. Sorry for driving like a dickhead course. I've done that, and that's... Listen, to be fair, you don't get the 3 points. It costs you 85 quid or something, and you have to sit and listen to someone for 4 hours talking bollocks. So maybe I shouldn't have moaned about it. I felt I'd done to though when it happened. I was like, this is bollocks. And the woman talking down to you who were doing the lesson, she's saying, and why do you think that is? And why do you think that is? And why do you think that is? And I'm thinking, stop fucking answering her questions. We'll be here all day. And she said, I had a neighbour who threw a football out in front of cars that sped through the village. And why do you think that is? And I'm like, is it because your neighbour's a dickhead? And she went, no, well, it's not. And everybody went like going, yeah, he's a dickhead. And I'm like, yeah, he's a dickhead, to be honest. He could have caused an accident. He said, well, they could have caused an accident because they were doing 45 miles an hour. And I said, well, 2 wrongs don't make a right, love. You should report your neighbour, he's a dickhead. Donny Shaw, motherfucker. Where's my banana? I've taken all the bananas and I've put them in different places, different hidey holes. I'm a great driver, lol, but they said I was a dickhead. I think sometimes I'm a good driver. I don't think I concentrate as much as I should do. Sometimes, or a lot of time. And I've had 3 crashes this year already. But it's okay, because it weren't in my car, and so who cares? And they weren't crash. I didn't crash into other things. Well, no, I did. I crashed into a tree and a wall, and then I drove into a place where I couldn't get out, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to keep driving. And so I scratched the side of a van. But to be honest, it were asking for it. It should have behaved. Bananas in pajamas are running down the stairs. I'll be so happy when I'm in. I'm going to read that in a minute. I've seen one police officer tonight. Where are all them lot gone? They're like, oh, I'm knocking off early tonight. Back on the road. Oh, you're still banned. That's bad. Yeah, I backed into something. I backed into a tree and I backed into a wall. The wall was like hiding. I was reversing slowly, and the wall just jumped out in front of me, well, behind me, and went, ah! I'm like, fuck hell, what did you do that for? It did make a bit of a mess, to be honest. It made a bit of a mess, like a £300 mess. I have a load of excuses for it, like I was reversing up a hill, so I had to accelerate quite a lot. The wall was the same colour as the floor, so I couldn't see it. And there was 2 gate pillars that I were trying to avoid hitting while I was reversing. In actual fact, the story is, it was my fault. I should have been paying a bit more attention, but what I did was I reversed up an hill backwards really fast, and yeah, so it was my fault. Good thing about that is, though, don't get points for running into shit. You know, you can be a complete twat and like drive with your fucking eyes shut and run into stuff, but you don't get points for that. You just get points for going fast. Or drink driving. But it's even that, some people do drink driving, just get a slap on hand, 130 quid fine. Like, what's that shit around? What about the guys who, right, a kid I know stole his mum's car, drove it into the park. You don't know where I live, but there's a massive hill in park. He drove down the park hill with police bikes chasing him, got into the field, got out of the field, got out of the car and ran off, and they couldn't catch him. He got away, went to his house, he weren't in, and then when they caught up with him, he said, oh, someone stole my car. They knew it was him. Got nothing, didn't get home. Hello, the wall, how are you doing? Is there such thing as sports cars in England? Yeah, there is. We've still got muscle cars and stuff. It's just only wankers drive them, so you don't really see a great lot of them. I am definitely buying one, though, when I'm rich. I even know which one I'm buying. So our sports cars are like little fast cars, like rally cars more than anything. Do they have rally in America? I don't know. I don't know. Come on, I'm going to take you through beautiful Skipdale. Show you the beautiful, what do they call it? Historic market town of Skipdale. I love Mustangs. There you go. You've hit the nail on the head. that is my muscle car. I'm having a Mustang. I've already told Mary, and I'm only getting one with 4 seats in it. So someone's going to have to get a taxi to wherever I'm going. I built a stock car. Okay, so if you know about stock cars, the world famous Frankie Wayman lives in my village. There you go. High Street closed Wednesday and Friday. Is the marketplace? Yeah, Frankie. I went to school with Frankie Junior. I'm not a good mate of his, but like we say, all right, if we see each other. And yeah, world famous in the stock car community. And I think now Frankie's daughter races, and I think she became world champion as well. What is she called? Frankie's daughter is called I don't know. There you go, that was easy. God, I knew Ken Dodd. That's ace. Ken Dodd, that might be one of the greatest ever things. I knew Ken Dodd. Fucking awesome. What a bloke. We are the D-Man, the D-Man. I mind when I was younger, I jammed carb on cost. What does that all mean? What does it all mean? I'm trying to read it. I can't back. Oh. I knew Ken Dodd. Proper ball. Yeah, I'll have that. Ken Dodd. I knew Ken Dodd. Do you remember there was a guy, Keith Harris and Orville, right? And Keith Harris and Orville were like really funny. And then there were this other guy who a similar sort of thing, had puppets. And he did. Oh, fuck, what was his character? Bald guy with a moustache. Donny Shaw, you'll know who he is. Bald guy, ginger hair, ginger moustache. And he had a puppet as well. It weren't Keith Harris. I would be in an accident in 2.5 minutes driving over there. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Not Roddle. Roddle and Emu. He was a Manchester United fan, fell off his house and died. Adjusting his aerial so he could watch Champions League. You've got to say, Roddle was good, wasn't he? Not sure you'd know him though. Anyway, oh fuck it, I want to tell you his name and what his puppet were. Emu pushed him off. Yeah, grabbed him round face. Let's go in Sports Club for a little minute. Look at fucking Sports Club car park packed. Oh, are you not having lockdown, you cheeky fuckers? To be honest, if I played sports still, I'd be like, no, I'm not having it. It's Emu. It weren't Emu. It was. Ah, man. I feel like I need to fucking stop and search it up on the internet. He was a little guy. He was out at the same time as Keith Harris, and he had like a little puppet, but I can't remember what his puppet were, else I'll tell you. And it weren't Spit the dog. Little guy, bald head, ginger moustache. Brian Bushcraft family, how are you doing? Bush family, joking. Hey God, is that heaven or hell? This is obviously heaven. No, not Orville. Mind, I turned DT 175 first bike. That was nuts. Yeah, that is very fast. Bernie Clifton. No, Bernie Clifton was the guy who rode an emu. That was good. That was really good, Bernie Clifton. Wait, I'm going to talk about this in another stream. Anyway, so Mary's dad took Mary to a pantomime when she was a kid, and Mary's dad passed away this year, and fucking top bloke, proper top bloke, right? He took her to see this guy, and it was a pantomime, and he was one of the main acts with his dummy or whatever he had. It's going to drive me mental that I don't know his name. And anyway, they went out, and afterwards, the people who ran the pantomime said, if you go into the bar, so-and-so will sign autographs. Anyway, they queued up for half an hour, got to the front, and this guy goes, that's it, I'm not doing it anymore. Stood up. So Mary's dad said, you what, mate? And he went, I've had enough now. I've signed too many. And so he said, you'll fucking sit down, mate, and you'll sign it or I'll smash your fucking head in. Roger De Courcy, that's it. It's Roger De Courcy. Yeah, if he had to threaten him and he said, you'll fucking sit down. I fucking queue with my daughter here for 30 fucking minutes for you. Get it fucking signed. Proper Yorkshire lads. Roger De Courcy, yeah, apparently he was a complete knobhead. Yeah, apparently he was like a gigantic knobhead. My dad died about 10 years ago. The silly sod drank himself to death. He was a good dad. That's really sad, that. Yeah, horrible. Roger De Courcy, there you go. I don't know if he's still alive, but gigantic bell end by all accounts. He got the wrath of a Yorkshireman. Whereas Johnny Five, how are you doing? Whereas the Chuckle Brothers gladly hung around after pantomimes forever, signing autographs, talking to people, acting stupid. They were well good. Poor Puppet. What is Puppet? I can't remember. He even looked, I can see him now, he even looks grumpy when he was doing his act. Some of them, you could tell the mouths were moving, little and large as well. Yeah, they were good. I love the Chuckles were brilliant. A scary teddy bear. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was a scruffy looking teddy bear. Yeah. Mustang Mark 1. Come drive it. See, they've done something really bad of Ford recently. The Mustangs for the last 4 years have looked amazing and getting better and better, looking cooler and cooler. And then this year they've done an electronic one. It looks gay. Gay? Or a bit annoyed. Or like, oh, I might have missed the boat here. Pippins? Is that what it was called? Pippins the Scruffy Bear? It's not even a cool name, is it? Right, I've got to go to Burnley now. Yeah, I used to watch Chuckle Brothers early in the morning before work when I was in my 20s. Yeah, I did. Pippins was another show. All right. What was his fucking bear called, though? His shit bear. Right, I've got to drive a big van to Burnley now. If anybody's ever been to Burnley, it's not to look forward to be honest. It's going to be rubbish. Yeah, check out that new Ford Mustang. It's an electric one. You can plug it into wall. It looks like your dad would drive it. It's shite. Drive safe. Thank you very much. I drive a 2019 St. Bernard four-wheel drive. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds massive. St. Bernard. I like George Carling, a USA comic. I don't know who that is, though. So did you like the puppet show? Only God the good one knows why. I did like the puppet show. It was very good, thank you. Right, time to go. Let's go fly a kite. See you all later. Love you. Amen.